Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na n'ụtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise, ise, ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much and remain blessed. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, or any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contribution. Please, each time you watch my video, go to the comment section and put down your comments. That is where we learn from each other. We learn a lot from the comment section. I don't speak alone. I am speaking with you. You can equally contribute. You can criticize if you so desire, but do it constructively so that we can learn from one another. That is why we are here. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, you have to say what is happening in your own area. Whatever happens, if you see something, say something. Don't be silent. We cannot allow the conventional media to continue to change the narrative. We cannot allow the conventional media to continue to play down the situation. We will continue to bring the situation the way it is and say it straight the way it is without hating anybody. We are not preaching hate speech. We are not talking down anybody. We say live and let live. And for those who say we will not live, just like the Fulani Janjaweed have said, they will not live either.
I don't think he should be called a leader, not even to be a leader. Because a leader is patriotic, loving, understanding, and someone that understands from child to the grown-up person. But I don't think he should be a leader.
But let's even say, okay, we are overlooking the other ones. For the sake of NSAS, the young people that were killed, unharmed people that were killed, you know, the lack of empathy shown by the government and the remarks or the statement made by the Minister of Information and Culture, you know, at this point in time, I want to support what the lawmaker has said. The man should resign or he should be sacked. You know, in a somebody like Lai Mohammed should not hold any public office. Remember, when they were in opposition, before they came to power, this man, for any mistake of PDP, this man will come out and say all kind of rubbish. He came to power now, he's still saying that rubbish. That man is not right for that office. He should resign. Lai Mohammed should resign. We don't need people like him. He's an old cargo. He should resign. Lai Mohammed should resign.
At the level of high esteems of a Minister of Information coming to tell the whole world that it was a lie, it's equivalent to when they kill your son and you get your wife to tell your wife that your son is alive and you are aware that your son is dead. And I know how painful it is for somebody to learn a source.
I just feel that guy is just wasting time there. So I think he should be sacked.
If sacking Lai Mohammed would be the only way to solve the problem, good and fine. But the whole thing is that I think the better thing to do is to serve Nigerian well. If you are to serve Nigerian well, then you listen to the masses. What the masses say, try to work with it and get the appropriate people to do the work. Thank you.
So, are you in support of this?
Of course, I'm in support of it. If actually it will solve the problem, because by the time you discover that you are not competent again, or what actually the Nigerians are looking for, they are not getting it from you again, then it's better you stay, you bow out. Somebody should come in.
And those who are in power are already aware of the outcomes of the NSAS protest. And it was confirmed to the whole Nigerians that there were a lot of massacres. But for a public figure like Lai Mohammed to wake up and start telling Nigerians that it was a lie, I don't think it's fair to the nation. You understand? When something is not fair to the nation, the people in authority should know what to do. Not apart from coming to act as the common men on the streets, they're already aware that it happens everywhere. We can only deny the fact. But the fact still remains that there was high massacre. And for the public figure at the level of high esteems of a Minister of Information coming to tell the whole world that it was a lie, it's equivalent to when they kill your son and you get your wife to tell your wife that your son is alive and you are aware that your son is dead. And I know how painful it is for somebody to learn a source. I think my recommendations is that Nigerian government should Nigerian government and the international communities to take actions on that. So if they cannot eradicate it, to reduce it to minimum level, in the sense that when something is real, they should not come and start saying that it's fake.
To his level, I don't expect him to say nothing but to defend
the masses saw, because that's why he was being appointed, to say nothing but the truth. But if what he has said by the reports, fine, be it. So that's just my opinion.
So what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm saying that if what he has said is wrong, fine, it should be sacked.
Tell us generally, what can you say about officers who receive bribe at the airport from passengers?
Because there are a lot of people that when they are traveling, they got extorted, they got delayed for no reasons, they are being delayed, there are a lot of things, they scatter their loads all because they just have to tip them or give them something. So all of this needs to be looked at because it's given us a bad recognition internationally. And we look forward to a better Nigeria, and it's making our corruption exercise to grow rapidly and increase so high. So we expect the government to do something reasonable at this. It's not just for a call, but action is very, very important. So we support this. I support this with all my strength. I support this with all my energy. I support this with everything that I have. That okay, it's all for the cleansing, and we expect a better Nigeria from this.
They are kidnapping all around. 9,000.
I will not very happy.
My name is Damlare. Online, you're watching Legit TV.
The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has warned that all bribe-seeking officers at the Nigeria's airports will be barred for life from working at FAN airport terminals across the country. This has brought Legit TV out here on the street of Bega to ask Nigerians what they think should be the best punishments for any officer caught receiving bribe from passengers at the airport. Shout out to the man behind the camera, Monday Dara. I'm Dolakwa Modeni. Keep watching Legit TV.
What I'm going to say is that this is not just happening. It's been happening for a long time, and the government have given them the opportunity to take this very far. And in the course of this, we understand that, okay, fine, if the government is trying to do something better, at the same time, this same government are the ones who are still trying to not do the appropriate things for those ones who are caught in the actions. We understand that some people are definitely going to be caught, but at the end of it all, we don't get the final report, we don't see the final judgment or whatever it is from the government. So we say there is only a plan without action. So we expect a very sensible action from the government, and we also seek that if there is need for them to sanitize all of these things, there is an engagement for law statements to all of these things, which means that for every officer who engage in this, he or she needs to know at the point that if you are caught, this is what you're going to get. This is your punishment. So it gives them a control over these things. And we the people are as well, because there are a lot of people that when they are traveling, they got extorted, they got delayed for no reasons, they are being delayed, there are a lot of things, they scatter their loads all because they just have to tip them or give them something. So all of this needs to be looked at because it's given us a bad recognition internationally. And we look forward to a better Nigeria, and it's making our corruption exercise to grow rapidly and increase so high. So we expect the government to do something reasonable at this. It's not just for a call, but action is very, very important. So we support this. I support this with all my strength. I support this with all my energy. I support this with everything that I have. That okay, it's all for the cleansing, and we expect a better Nigeria from this. Thank you very much.
Okay, but knowing that they are going to be banned totally from the airport territory if being caught, do you think there is another punishment that should be given to these officers?
One of it is that if they are being caught, entitlement. I think when their entitlements are being withdrawn from them, it lets them understand that okay, fine, you are not just dismissed, you lose everything. It means whatever career that you've been building for a long time, for whatever time, it means that you're going to lose it. So like I said, action is very important than letting us feel that okay, something is going to happen. It should happen, we should see it. We need scapegoats. We need a lot of scapegoat officers in Nigeria. A lot of them are not really good. 95% of Nigerian officers are not good, and we can boldly say that. That is why there is no respect for them. That is why there is no respect for them. When you are doing well, of course, there is always a due respect for you. There is a way you cannot, we citizens cannot even attend to EFCC. Not that all EFCCs are good, but the way the body, they engage into the system, it's still a little bit reasonable. Officers now are considered nuisance everywhere. That's just the truth.
Have you ever had an experience with any officer, meaning where you have to pay bribe?
Of course, I will not pay bribe because I know my rights. But I have been in situations whereby officers expect me to pay bribe and wanting to hold me for something I never did. I remember I was in Ibadan and he said I should bring my phone, and I said for what? He said I should just bring my phone. So on the course of the fact that, okay, fine, I have my ID card, I can prove who I am, and I asked him the question like, okay, what do you want to do with my phone? He said I am a suspect, and I said suspect for what? In the course of, we had a lot of arguments and people came all along, joined us there, and what happened at the end of it, they were all messed up from that situation. So we need to stand up all for ourselves, and we just need to be who we are. We need to be true, we need to know our right, we need to fight for it. A lot of people have been victim of this because they don't know what they should do, and that is why a lot of them are being cheated, some are being manipulated, exchange of roles that, okay, fine, he's a thief, he was caught in an arm or robbery or stuff like that and this and that. So we need to, our voice needs to be put out there, and they need to hear this, and they need to take caution of themselves too.
There's a lot to be said about that. Exactly. Like, actually, there's a lot to say about it. Actually, I don't know, because last time, that was yesterday, I still got harassed by a police officer. So I don't know. The thing is everywhere. It's everywhere. Like, so it's in the airport also. It's too rampant. I don't know. It's too much. So you guys, I don't know. You tell the government to talk about it. Because there was my cousin that came also last year. He also complained about that. And when he just came down, so you have to do something before you go, before you pass, and all these things. So it's getting rampant. So I don't know what to do. Maybe you tell the government to talk about it. Seriously.
Right, so have you ever paid bribe to any officer?
Yeah, not at airport, but
yes, anywhere. Have you ever paid bribe to an officer?
Yes.
Where and what happened?
Yeah, I just went to maybe the bar, relaxing. He just came in and boasting. I was like, flashing me. They don't say anything with me, and they said I should enter inside the motor. They say that midst of people that are smoking, maybe I'm one of them. Without seeing anything with me. So they took me to somewhere very far. Then was like, what do you have in your pocket? What do you have? How much do you have with you? And that I have to call my boss, and that was 2 years ago. I have to call my boss. Now transfer like 4,000 to me before I give them. So and it keep on happening every day. Not only me. It keep on happening every day. So every system in Nigeria is very bad.
So it has to do with the system. Automatically, some people feel like that's the easiest way out. Like I want to travel and then I'm behind schedule and I need to get to where I need to get to on time. So they just feel okay. If I quickly just give a bribe or something, then I might be able to scale through and move on as fast as I can. So, but then consequences, there are consequences for every action, and that's wrong. So I will not support that because it's not something that I think should be legal. You understand? It's wrong. What is wrong is wrong. So if anybody is caught doing that, I think you should face the course of the law.
Are trying to propose a law which say that any officer that is being caught will be banned from any fan territory, meaning they can no longer work at the airport for life. It's a permanent, they'll seize their permits for life. So do you think this is the best punishment for them?
Well, for them to not lose their work, yes. So that they can sit up. They will know that, okay, because I don't want to lose my job, then I have to detest from doing such an act. But apart from that, maybe if they just had some little bit more to that, maybe go to jail for it. It will be better. So people will be scared to take bribe. That's what I think.
Have you had any of this? Have you experienced this personally?
Yeah, once I think in Port Harcourt when somebody, I wanted to come back to Lagos, and the person was like, okay, you need to, it was about my luggage actually, so I think it was overweight and they wanted a tip before they could help me, put it in the right, place, and I was like, well, why should I tip when I know that I can always, help myself out? So I didn't really find it very funny, but then at the same time, it was an experience anyway. So that was my first time of having somebody to come to me to say a bribe before I could have my load, which is just normal, which is supposed to be his own work, not that I'm supposed to tip to have such service. So that's what happened. Yeah, that's my experience.
naturally to collect bribe is not a good thing, and it has been an issue in this country in different aspects. Everybody is wanting to collect something from it where he's working or something. He always find a way to extort money from him. So I feel that what they are trying to do, what they are trying to do there is a good thing. You know, by doing that, making them, prosecuting them quicker and serious. I believe in that aspect the issue will be resolved.
Aside from officials at the airports, which other officials do you know that need to be banned or need to be punished for receiving bribe from citizens?
The Nigerian police, man.
Why do you say Nigerian police?
It's very obvious now. Up to now, they are still doing the usual thing they've been doing since. Despite claiming that they will change, they are still doing it. Although some of them have, withdrawn from doing it. Their honor is if you offer them, they will take. Or most of them still insist on doing it.
Thank you so much for your patience to watch from the beginning to the end. I hope you have learned something from the video you have just watched. The video you have just watched is to bring information to your doorstep and for educational purpose. It is not to demonize anybody. Let us watch continuously and see who can be able to make a sense out of every nonsense we are seeing. We must continue. We move. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you and remain blessed. Bye-bye. See you again.